so that we can share. So we can share it with ourselves if need be, and also see how we can improve when necessary, right?
Okay, sir.
So I'm sorry, I'm trying to. I think this thing is. I think the. Can you see my screen?
No, sir. I can't see your screen again.
Okay. Okay. Trying to. Give me a minute. Oh, I can't find. Can you see my screen now?
Yes, sir. I can see it now.
Okay, thank you very much. So, good morning. My name is Emmanuel Enebeli. I'm a business development and sales specialist. I have several years of experience with several organizations. I worked with Access Bank for a couple of years and Union Bank also. Right now, I'm in private practice from the MD CEO for New Sapiens Group. We're a venture capital firm that focuses on financing businesses in Africa. I also have we also have several subsidiaries under us in real estate, agriculture, and some other businesses. So that's me in a nutshell. And I believe why I have the ability to share is that I've spent a lot of years in sales, right? I've spent a lot of years building in sales. And I've also spent a lot of years in business development, right? So that's why I know that whatever I'm sharing with you is going to be beneficial. So you can also introduce yourself so we get to meet each other.
Okay, good morning, sir. My name is Temitope Adebayo, and it's good to have you here, sir. So I am a fashion designer that specializes in making women custom outfits
Okay.
and kits, women and kids.
Okay.
So that's what I do for now. So and I'm planning to expand my business to fashion academy and also to mentor fashion designers and how they can be successful in their fashion business.
All right, that was something. Nice to meet you, Temitope.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Okay, so today we're going to be talking about building businesses, right? I tagged it the ABC of business. And what I'm sharing with you now is from a book I wrote called The Business Success Manual, right? I'll take permission from your facilitators or from the organizers to probably share the book with you at the end of the program. But we want to learn how to build a business from start to finish. And because a lot of people think they have businesses but they don't know they don't. So there are different kinds of businesses. So the first stage of entering into this is called a hustle, right? A hustle is where you are exchanging your skills for money. So for instance, let's say you're a fashion designer now, right? And then you get to one or two persons and you are, by your efforts, by your time, exchanging your fashion design skill for money. So you're sewing clothes and they're paying you. That is not yet a business. That's a hustle because it is totally dependent on your efforts, on your processes. The day you fall sick, right? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Or the day you travel, or the day you are not around, that business cannot continue without you. So that is the hustle phase of business, right?
Yes, sir.
Then, because then there's the second phase of business, which is called being an entrepreneur. Being an entrepreneur in that stage, right? What you are doing is that, okay, you have a little bit more leverage. So the difference between hustle and entrepreneurship is when you have a little bit more leverage. Maybe you've gotten somebody that sows on your behalf, right? Or you've gotten one or two people you've trained and they are sowing for you, right? But it still needs you to always be there supervising and all that. Then the third place is when you're a CEO. When you're a CEO, what from CEO, your direct input is no longer required. What is then required is your ability to bring ideas, your ability to coordinate people to fulfill a vision. So my goal for businesses is to move them from that initial phase, because most times when we encounter businesses, they are at that initial phase of hustling, of exchanging their skills for money, to move them from that phase to becoming entrepreneurs, where they have automated some parts of their business, where some parts of their business can function without them, to becoming a CEO, where you can travel for 2 months and that business is still paying you consistently. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So the hustle, there's a hustle mindset, which is always the first thing about the hustle mindset is that it lacks structure, right? So, for instance, once your business is not registered, you don't have a registered business name, you're still doing a hustle. Once your business does not have a bank account, you're still doing a hustle, right?
Yes,
Because
sir.
you are still, everything is still you. Once people see you, what they see is Temitope, right?
Yes, sir.
Once your business, the only way you get business, right, is that somebody refers to you. You don't have a clear marketing strategy for reaching out to people to sell your skills. You're still in that hustle trap, right? And what
Yes, sir.
happens is that it demands your time, it demands your energy, okay, and it cannot be sustained long term. All right. But when you do things like you register your business, you open bank account, you have a strategy for marketing, you've done your analysis of the market, you know who you are selling to, um, you have at least an idea of what your revenue is. Some people don't, there are some metrics, like I always say, like I always say, business is math. Growth in business is math, right? There's some
Yes, sir.
metrics you should always have. Things like, what is your revenue? What is your conversion rate? How many clients? What is your monthly target? How many clients do you have to reach? For instance, look at what's on your screen now. For instance, let's say I want to get 1,000 clients in 90 days, right? What
Yes,
that
sir.
means for me is that every month I must reach 333 clients. What does that mean? That is that every week I must reach 83 clients. Every day I must reach 12 clients. Now, remember, if I'm looking for 1,000 clients, I won't reach out to 1,000 people. That is where conversion rate comes in. So if I'm looking for 1,000 clients, if my conversion rate is 10%, right, which means that the number of leads I move from being just leads to people that patronize my business is 10%. If I'm looking for 1,000 clients that must patronize my business, it means that I have to reach at least 10,000 people. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
If my conversion rate is 5%, that is, sorry, 20%, that is, I only convert 20% of clients I reach out to. It means I have to reach out to 5,000 people. So you see that the number shrinks because of conversion rate. So there are some metrics that you must hit. Some metrics you must know. How much does your business generate on a monthly basis? Right?
Yes, sir.
How many clients what is your business target? How much do you want to meet this month as a business target? How many clients do you have to convert on a monthly basis? Right?
Yes, sir.
To reach that target. Right? Anyway,
Yes,
so
sir.
what we are going to be going through is how to create a sustainable business model, a business model that is sustainable for you, and also a business model that is able to operate with minimal supervision. So we want to move from being just a hustler, right, to becoming a predictable CEO. And the first place to start is your mindset. There's a book by Carol Dweck. I don't know if you've read it. The name of the book is Mindset. And that book is so important for anybody that wants to become an entrepreneur. In that book, she shares the different kinds of mindsets that entrepreneurs possess. She said there are two kinds of mindset. There are the fixed mindset, and then there's the growth mindset. The fixed mindset is a mindset that is not willing to change. See, mindset drives the majority of your success in business. If you have the wrong mindset in business, you failed from the start. So you want to have the right mindset as you are approaching your business. Do you understand? So if you
Yes,
have
sir.
fixed mindset is I am what I am. I cannot change. I don't know how to sell. The market is too crowded. There are so many fashion designers in the market, right?
Yes, sir.
Um, I must perfect this thing before I put it out there. That mindset drains and kills businesses. And guess what? Majority of people have fixed mindset in business. And what that means is that they are not willing to invest in improving. But the right mindset to have is a growth mindset. Because as an entrepreneur, or as a business person, or as a CEO, even as a hustler, you need to always be growing. There are things you will have to learn and unlearn, right? You also have to have this right expression of the market is favorable to me, and there are clients out there. There might be other big fashion designers, right? But none that designs the way I do. I know I'm not waiting for things to be perfect. As I am doing it little by little, when I do to this stage, I'll look for okay, what needs to be improved on, I will improve on. I'm on a constant state of improvement. That is the growth mindset. Like I said, your mindset is the majority of is like 70% of your success in business. Are we together? Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm with you, sir.
Right. Now you must know that because everything is about having the mindset of okay, this is how I'm going to grow. So after we talk about your mindset, the next thing you want to talk about is who am I selling to? All right.
Yes, sir.
Who am I selling to? So I have a business as a fashion designer. I have the right mindset that I have to learn to grow. The next thing is who is my target audience, right?
Yes, sir.
Let me tell you this. Like you said, you are a fashion designer for female wears and children. It means that men are not your target audience, right?
Yes, sir. Very well, sir.
So, in a way, you've even tried a bit to define your target audience, but you need to go deeper, right? So that you are
Yes.
not selling, because so that there's what we call a dream buyer, or your a buyer personnel, which is who are my people, my product targeting. Because guess what? Even women in that class of I sell female wears, you can't sell to all women. Are you aware?
Yes, sir.
There are some women that will never patronize you because you are not the kind of fashion designer they are looking for. You need to know that and own it. Do you understand?
Yes,
So
sir.
you need to ask yourself, who are the kind of people that will be looking for the kind of um clothes I'm producing? Okay. And it's three things. When you're targeting your buyer, when you're looking for your audience, it's three things. One is the demographic, which you have done, which is female professionals, or female wears. Where are these female? Where are they? Are they in Lagos? Are they in Abuja? Are you selling to everybody in Nigeria? Can you distribute abroad? What is where are they located? Right? What
Yes,
is
sir.
their, then there's also the psychographics, which is their thinking pattern. Your dream buyer, the person you want to sell to, what is their emotional state? What is their thinking pattern? What are their beliefs? What are their triggers? Right?
Yes,
What
sir.
is motivating them to buy? See, there are two reasons people buy. There is the physical reason, which is I want to own a clothes, right?
Yes, sir.
There is also the psychological reason why people buy, and that is the real motivator. That is what you want to target, because the psychological reason is what influences the physical reason. For instance, one of my friends has all, yeah, from when we left school, he has always been saying he's going to buy a car, he's going to buy a car, he's going to buy a car, and eventually bought a car. Now, when he was going to buy a car, right, the person that was selling to him might just be thinking, oh, this guy just wants to buy a car. But there was something that happened while we were in school that influenced that decision, that I am not going to do life without a car. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
What happened was that one day we were walking in college, we were walking from our hostel to chapel, and walking there, it was a rainy season. We were in a unit that we had to wear white on white, and somebody drove by him, and as the person drove by him and splashed him with water. You understand? From
Yes,
that
sir.
moment, that thing changed something in him. So imagine somebody that knows the story, right? And
Yes, sir.
understands his emotional state. It will be easier to sell to that person. It will be easier to sell to him than you, because most times, right, no matter how good you are, most times there will always be somebody as good as you.
Yes, sir.
You
Yes, sir.
understand?
Yes,
There
sir.
will always
Yes,
be
sir.
somebody that will be as good, and we have to be faster so that I'll give us time for discussion. What's the time now? Let's round up
Nine,
in
9:25.
Yeah, let's round up in like 10, 15 minutes. You will
All
always
right.
find somebody that is as good as you. So what would be the differentiator between you and the other person? Is your ability to meet a person at their emotional state, understanding their pain, their pockets, their emotions, the triggers that are making them buy from you. That is what will influence the way you craft your offer. Do you understand? That will
Yes, sir.
influence the way you craft your offer. Now, when you have done this basic is our market analysis. So what we've done is that we've been able to understand our psychology, we've been able to understand our buyer. The next thing is creating a structure for your business. Like I said, if your business is not registered, if you're using your personal account for business, right,
Yes,
it's
sir.
it is not yet an entrepreneurship business. It's still in the hustle phase, because when people are seeing your account, when people are seeing you, you are not you and your business are the same. But a business is supposed to be a legal, formal entity that is separate from you. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Um, is your business registered?
Yes, my business is registered. Just the registration name. Not.
Okay, you have done a bank account,
No, sir.
so that's where you need to rectify, right?
All right.
So
Yes, sir.
rectify, have a bank account. It doesn't take, it doesn't take anything. You can even do money point and do it yourself. Or if you want something more standard, go walk into any of the major banks wherever you're staying. Just walk into them, tell them you want a bank account, take your CAC document, take your personal, since it's even a business name, it's even easier to register. Take your CAC document, take your personal details, your NIN and all that, right? And just go
Yes,
to
sir.
the bank, and you can get your bank account in the same day, right?
Yes, sir.
And start using your bank account for business. Now, what does that do for you? It gives you there are a lot of opportunities for business owners.
Mm.
See, I want to make it specific. There are a lot of opportunities for women in business. A lot. And what they are always looking at is, what have you built by yourself and how can we support you? If so, and one of the ways that you show what you've built is the transactions in your bank account. Do you understand?
Yes,
So
sir.
with that, you can access grants. With that, you can access equity financing. You understand? With that, you can even
Yes,
access
sir.
loan. Although I do not advise loan for businesses that are just starting, but at least you can access grants, you can access equity finances. There are so many, and I do hope you are applying for them. Please, I want to beg you, please
Yes,
ensure
sir.
you are putting out yourself out there. You are applying for them because you might even think you will not get it. You know, there are some grants I got. I never thought I was going to get it. You
Mm.
understand? But
Yes, sir.
because of the way I structured my business, I always, because I worked in banking, so I always knew businesses must be registered, account must be there. You understand? And then we
Yes, sir.
started putting ourselves out there, applying for grants. And see, on a side note, ensure that there is no week you don't apply for at least 5 opportunities, 5 grants, 5 financing opportunities. You
Yes,
understand?
yes, sir.
Ensure you are applying. Now, that's on a side note. I talked about, how you can at least move from being just a hustler to an entrepreneur. First is the registration, two is the bank account. The next thing is your accounting. A lot of people don't know their business. They don't know their business numbers. If I ask you now, as a fashion designer, what was your revenue for the first quarter, for the first half of 2026? Do you have
I have,
that?
yes. I have a book that I recorded that I used to record all,
Hmm,
but
good.
I haven't taken account of January to June.
So you need to have. So the first thing when you begin your business, the first thing is, what is your revenue target? What? Because see, if you don't have a target, you will not have a motivation to build. What is your revenue target? What do I want to hit by the end of 2026? This year we began our revenue target for this year was $1 million, which translated to about 1.5 billion naira. I said I'm going to hit 1.5 billion naira by December 2026. What that does for you is that it channels your energy towards a particular goal. And you cannot know what you are doing. So the first thing is having a target. The second thing is that what percentage of that target are you doing? So if by January, February you've done 10%, okay, you are on track. But if by January, February you've done 1% or 2%, you have to increase your activity. See,
Yes, sir.
business is an activity game. Do you understand? So you
Yes, sir.
need to know what is the level of activity I have to put in to meet this level of target, right? So
Yes,
you
sir.
have your accounting. So you are measuring just revenue. Now there's revenue, and then you take account of your expenses. What are my what are my fixed and variable expenses that I do on a monthly basis? Now, this is another thing, right?
Yes,
One
sir.
of the difference between being a hustler and an entrepreneur is that an entrepreneur is an employee of the business. What do employees earn? Hello?
Hello, yes, sir.
I say an entrepreneur is an employee of the business. What do employees earn?
Salary.
Salary. So it means you put yourself on salary. This is your business. Your business will pay you salary, which will be a percentage of your profits, not even your revenue. Or let's say, okay, a percentage of your revenue so that it's part of your expenses, right? So if
Yes,
your
sir.
business makes 1 million naira in January, your and then your fixed expenses, maybe getting materials, maybe you have one or two girls that work with you, and it's like 300K. You have what? How much left? 700,000. Then you
200K.
put yourself on a salary of 200,000. You have how much left? 500K. Now that
Yes, sir.
500K is your profit. What happens to that? You keep like a reserve of like maybe 10%, which is like 100K. This is reserve. Reserve is money you use for expansion, diversification later. Always ensure that you are keeping a part of the money for reserve. You understand? And then what
Yes,
remains,
sir.
whatever remains, the remaining 40%, the remaining 400,000, what do? You invest it in your business growth. You invest it back into your business. You understand? You
Yes,
invest
sir.
in your business growth. You buy more machines. You probably get a bigger space, or or if you want a bigger expansion, if you want a bigger expansion, can you hear me? I'm
Yes, I
sorry.
can hear you. I'm listening.
Okay, I think we have somebody that's trying
Yes,
to.
sir.
All right. If you want a bigger expansion, right, you can be
Yes,
saving
sir.
up the money, and say, okay, I'm going to save our revenue growth for 1 year, and after 1 year, we use the money to, to grow. Do you understand? To
Yes, sir.
that percent should be about your growth. So you see, there is a plan for your growth. So that's why I say business growth is not a mistake. It is not by chance. A lot of people wonder why they are stuck in the same space for years. It's because they don't even know their numbers. They don't even understand what they are doing with their business. All they are knowing is that, and that's the hustle mindset. You want to move from that hustle mindset of any money that comes is your own. You are spending it on yourself. Then you wait until you get a job again. No, that's not how you build a business. All right. You build a business
Yes,
by
sir.
putting these financial systems in place. Every money that comes into the business is expenses are accounted for. Your profit is accounted for. You are a part of the business, and you are an employee of the business. Your salary is accounted for, and you stick with it. The next thing is having a standard operating procedure. Now, this is one place where a lot of businesses miss it, right? Because what they do is that they come and they do their work by themselves. So, like I said, one of the things you want to do is to automate your business, and one of the ways you automate your business is by having a standard operating procedure. What's a standard operating procedure? It's a document that okay. Can you hear me? Have you noticed?
I can hear you, sir.
You've gone to Chicken Republic, right?
I can hear you, sir.
Hello.
I can hear you, sir, with you, sir.
You've gone to Chicken Republic, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Have you noticed that Chicken Republic taste in Guarepa is the same thing as Chicken Republic taste everywhere you go?
Yes, sir.
How do you think they manage that? Even their design, their outlook, what they have is a standard operating procedure. So it means that it's a document that anybody that comes into your business, once they have that document, they can operate and function like you. So that is how you create automation. By having a standard operating procedure. Now there are digital automations, and we're going to talk about that maybe in our next teaching, right? But by
Yes, sir.
having a standard operating procedure that anybody that comes into your business, once you train them with that manual, they can deliver like you. They can cut clothes the way you cut it. They can design creative thinking like you. You need that to be on ground for your business. What that will do for you is that it will help you create consistent quality, consistent delivery. So you ask yourself, how many and see, and this is where being reliable comes in. You know, there are some tailors that I had to leave them with God. There are fashion designers, I had to what? Leave them with God. I remember when I went for my sister's wedding, I was supposed to travel on a Friday. The wedding uniform was with a fashion designer, and so this industry is an industry that is being known for for inconsistency. It's being known
Yes, sir.
for failed delivery. It's being known for
Disappointment.
disappointment. Thank you. For disappointment. And one of the reasons is that a lot of people do not even have a system in place for their they feel, oh, and that's the hustle mindset. They feel, oh, it's not just to make clothes. It's not just to make clothes. It's to make clothes consistently at the same quality. So you tell yourself, how many days can I actually deliver on? Ensure you have that, okay, my standard deliver time is 4 days. So I'm going to tell my customers 5 days, right? So
Yes, sir.
that's standard. Okay, this is my standard delivery time. It is 4 days. Anybody that is giving me their clothes, it's 4 days for me to do, but 5 days for the customers to collect. Right? Now,
Yes,
on the
sir.
first day, this is what is to be done. On the second day, okay, maybe on the first day you source for materials. On the second day, you are, doing the cutting. I actually I did tailor. I did well, that was like 10 years ago. So I remember this step. You do the cutting, right? And then
Yes,
on the third day, you are doing the joining together, and maybe on the fourth day you put the design. And 4 days it is ready. That is a standard operating procedure. So you know what it takes you from start to finish. Your business is formalized. So once you have legal registration, you have a financial system, you have a standard operating procedure, that is when you become an entrepreneur. Do you understand? You
Yes, sir.
become an entrepreneur. Then you can add a business plan. A business plan will have your vision, your target market, the problem, the solution, your revenue model, your sales strategy, which we are going to talk about, right? Your sales
Yes, sir.
strategy, how you intend to get customers, right?
Yes,
Now,
sir.
I want us to be faster. Okay. Oh shit. Anyway, uh, we have a lot to cover. Okay, let me round up here, right? We'll
Yes, sir.
continue next week so that I can give you guys time to talk to me, right? I want us to talk about our businesses. We're going to, based on what we've learned today, we're going to look at it, right? Now, the final thing I think I should just touch on, right, is your sales strategy, how you are selling. Do you know how a lot of people sell? I'm a
Yes, sir.
fashion designer. I will, then I will sew clothes. Some people don't even know that you don't, as a fashion designer, you don't sew clothes without doing a video and pictures. Are you aware?
Very well, sir.
Do you know why? Because what does that do? Every cloth you sew is a testimony and a proof of concept. A testimony that you can do it and a proof of concept that you have done it. Do you understand? A
Yes, sir.
testimony that you have done it well for somebody. Now, some people now, okay, go as far as, okay, you've made the video, you've made picture, then you now post it on your WhatsApp status. WhatsApp status selling is one of the most ridiculous methods of selling. Now, a lot of people, maybe sometimes you're getting one or two customers from there, you feel like, oh, but do you know that it's only people that have your phone number that can see your WhatsApp status?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Stan. So you can't limit yourself. I'm not saying you shouldn't do it, oh. You should do it, but that should be like your base. Okay, anytime I post on WhatsApp status, you need to have a marketing strategy of, okay, anytime I sell, right? So
Yes,
this
sir.
is you must be willing to invest in advertising for your business. So it means you need to have social media pages, Facebook, Instagram. For fashion design, TikTok is a no-brainer. It's important. TikTok, any video platform, Instagram is a no-brainer. You do content, you do all that, and then you need to be willing to run ads. If you don't know how to run ads, pay someone to run ads for you.
Okay, sir.
Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
That is how you create visibility for your business. So you are targeting that, okay, and we are going to discuss ad system maybe in our next video, so that you will know what is your ROI, your return on investment, or ROAS, return on ad spend, right? See,
Yes, sir.
even though you invest, let's say you invest 100K per month, and that 100K per month, right, gets you 10 customers that you charge 30K. That's 300K. What's your return on ad spend? Your return on ad spend is 200,000. So it means for every 100,000 you spend, you get 200,000 naira back. That is not that you get 200,000 as profit, though, as revenue. That is when you deduct the 100,000 you spend. That is 1:3. That is not a bad investment. So I don't believe. See, one of the things that I believe that every business that is serious needs to do is to have a go-to-market strategy, a revenue model, that's a sales model this is how I am getting my customers. So there are two ways to get customers. There's the organic and then there's the ads. The organic is good for building a portfolio, people reaching out to them, ensuring that you are reaching out to every day. As the entrepreneur of your business, you say, okay, every day I'm reaching out to 10 people. Have you sometimes even yesterday we launched some properties, so I was reaching out to some people, some of my friends. I was like, I know you are the person that say I will not succeed in life. I said, okay, have you bought property from me? They were like, we're playing around it, but I got a few referrals. That's how I think. I'm reaching out to people. I'm going to call at least 10 people every day. That is for my organic strategy. But then there's the art strategy, which is these people don't know you, so you can't guilt treat them, right? So
Yes, sir.
you know what, you have a, I'm going to spend 10,000. Now, why do ads not work? Let me say this. I think one of the reasons the ads don't work is because of the creative. Like you are doing ads, you don't have a good video. You need to have a good video. And a lot of people think you have to come up with something new. There's something I learned from this guy, Tembakwayo, Busi Tembakwayo. He said, as a someone that is just starting, you don't need inventions, you need innovation. What's the meaning of innovation? Innovation is not trying to do something new, it's trying to do something better. So it's finding something that is already there and trying to do it better. Do you understand?
Yes,
So
sir.
you have to start scratching your head. Go to there's a Facebook platform called Facebook. I'm trying to remember the name of it. Anyway, when you go there, you will see other people that are running ads and you see what they are doing. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Take the creatives of the ones that you see that are working. Take the creatives of those ones that, oh, these ones are working. I'm going to take this creative and use it to do your own. And so you don't have to be looking for something new. You go to TikTok, see the things that are trending in the fashion industry, do your own. So ensure that your the videos, the visuals you are using are good. When you've done that, then two is the period. Some people just run ads for 5 days. You can't get results. You need to give Facebook some, you need to give it time to adapt to what you are doing. The first 5 days, you will not get anything useful. At least have a 1 month budget, even though it can be 3,000 or 4,000 every day for 1 month. You will see that eventually Facebook is going to get you your right audience, right? And
Yes,
then
sir.
have a sales script. What's a sales script? It's a written method, a written pitch of conversations you are going to have with people that reach out to you. Sometimes
Yes,
it's
sir.
someone reach out to you that you are trying to say, okay, how will I answer this person? No, that's not how it's done. You have a sales script. This is and how do you build a sales script is that you anticipate scenarios. What if somebody asks me about my price? What if somebody asks me about my delivery? What if somebody asks me about how long? So you have answers for all those things in a sales script. What if somebody is objective? What are the common objections that people will have? What if somebody doesn't trust me because some fashion designer have done them dirty? How will I build trust with this person? You have answers, right? And
Yes, sir.
everybody that reach out to you, they are full. Then the final thing, which I think is the most important when you are running ad, your follow up. 90% of people will not buy from you on their first chat. You need to have a follow-up strategy that, okay, after 1 day, I'll follow up. After 5 days, I'll follow up again. After 1 week, I will send a reminder. Do you understand?
Yes,
Because
sir.
body that is messaging you is already showing interest. I'm interested in what you're doing. So you need to have a follow-up strategy that is going to follow them up consistently. All right. We couldn't, I don't think we even did 10% of what we're supposed to do. Okay, because there are a lot of things we need to touch on, right? But for I really need us to discuss. So I'm going to pause it here, right?
Yes,
I'm
sir.
going to pause it here so that we can have time to talk. Okay. Yeah, so that's it from me, right? The second person, uh, please unmute and introduce yourself. Pavina Koch.
Good morning, sir.
Hi, good morning. You came very late.
I'm sorry, I was on the road. I'm sorry.
Okay, please introduce yourself.
My name is Omolara Taiwo. I'm the founder of Pavina Hotel. I specialize in bespoke, but I'm willing to go to ready to wear.
All right. You're welcome.
Thank you, sir.
Omolara, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. So, Temitope, from you, I need you to share your business. Tell me where you are. Based on what we've talked about right now, we've talked about formalizing your business. We've talked about revenue models. We've also talked about your go-to-market strategy, your sales strategy, and all that. So, tell me where you are. Where do you think you need to improve? What do you need to do better based on what we've discussed today, right? And then let me see. I think there should be like And then, just talk to me.
All right, sir. Thank you so much for your efforts, sir. I've learned a lot already. Also, regarding my business, now I have like one or two people that is working with me currently, and I have a business registration name. I am yet to register a bank account for my business. Actually, I
Okay.
wanted to do that, but I was told that it is important to do maybe what's the second this thing of CAC, limited liability company, before
Mhm.
I could
How does,
register my
how
business.
does,
So
okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
so that is what has been delaying me from register the what's it called. So I have a bank account for my business initially. And the area that I think I am lacking behind is that I need to work on is structure.
Okay.
So to structure my business when I'm not around, my business cannot function properly, cannot even work. Then I think now to satisfy customers, the timing, that there won't be disappointments, then getting more clients. So
Okay.
I'm having difficulty, though I have Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. So I'm trying to run ad, and I have someone that is, I have a social media manager that is working on my Facebook and my TikTok. So I just think I need to put more effort. So that is where I am right now.
All right. So let's start with you, right? So first, that misconception that you need to have a limited liability to get, no, like I said, I told you I was in banking for 7 years, right? We open for business names. We even open for community registration. So that's not true. Okay. So you can open your bank account with your business name. In fact, it's advisable, right? When
Yes.
you Yeah, it's good to move to a limited liability. Reason being that if you are building a long-lasting business, right? If you're building a long-lasting business that you want to maybe have partners or investors, right? They might want equity from you, but that's in the long run. That might be from maybe 5, 10 years from now, right? So that's in the
Yes.
long run. So that should not stop you from opening a bank account. So your commitment before our next meeting, one, is that you must a bank account with any bank. You are going to have it and you're going to share it with us before our next meeting, right? That's
Yes,
the
sir.
first commitment. Now, um, talking about structure, right? Once you have your bank account, you are registered. Then the second thing I talked about is ensuring that you know your numbers. Have a system. It can be an Excel, right? It doesn't have to be something, or you can use one of the if I don't you use an Excel that tracks your revenue. So you need to give yourself a revenue target that this is what I want to make in the next 6 months. Then you have a monthly revenue report that okay, this is how much came in, this is my expenses, this is how much I spent on salaries, this is the profit at the end of the month, this is how much I'm reinvesting back into the business, this is how much is my reserve. So you need to put that structure in place, right? So I need you to create that and share with me before our next meeting. Okay,
Okay.
as the
Yes.
structure, your financial structure, right?
Yes, sir.
Now, um also I talked about having a standard operating procedure where from start to finish, do you get, so that
Yes.
you are not disappointing your client. In an industry that is known for disappointment, you can stand out. And how you can stand out is having a standard operating procedure, right? If you know it takes you 3 days to deliver, to go through it, you tell your client 4 or 5 days so that it gives you at least an extra day or two for room for failure. Do you get? And then of course there are some clients that will come with an express. Oh, I need this. So that is where you need to know when to charge more. Do you understand? So
Yes,
if
sir.
you're breaking I can deliver on it. So it means everything I'm supposed to do in 5 days, I want to do it for you 3 days. You charge me. So you also need to have a standard pricing, so people don't come and be pricing you down. You understand? I
Yes, sir.
tell people, don't compete on price, compete on value. If you are trying to do because person A is doing 30,000, let me do 30,000. But what will happen is that person A, we now move the zone to 25,000. You understand? You can't compete on price. Don't compete on price, compete on value. Value of this, I can deliver excellently, I can deliver timely. You understand? And make sure that those things are part of your content. That, hey, a customer came to me wanting this in 3 days. I did it in 2. Then you call your business name and say, oh, we deliver timely. Sell it. It becomes a selling point for you in an industry that is known for disappointment. Do you understand? So
Yes.
you need to also have that customer, that business operating procedure, your standard operating procedure, so that everybody knows. You understand when you are not there, and you train your staff. This is what you do. This is how you receive clients. Even to how you receive clients. You understand? There was a
Yes,
time
sir.
I went to my friend's company, and the receptionist was so saucy and rude. I told him, I say, hope you know this person, the way she receives clients, right, is driving away customers from you. And he said, oh, and because I do consulting, I have to tell him, you're my friend. This guy is driving away clients from you. Either you train her or you sack her. And he sacked her. That's the truth, because that's how it is. You understand? Don't be losing
Yes, sir.
clients because you have staff that are saucy. There are some places you go there. If you go to that place in Kaduna, you go to Abuja, they greet you the same way. You go to Chicken Republic, they'll be shouting, nice, 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 nice. Or is anybody that doesn't know nice, nice? Nice,
Yes.
nice. It is, you go to Edo State, they are greeting you the same way. When I went here, I saw one that is saucy. I thought that I will report it to your manager. Because you need to have that standard operating procedure of, this is how we smile, this is how we receive customers, this is how we process their work, this is how long is it. And every customer you service, always ensure that there is room for feedback. You say, you can beg them, madam, leave a review, do a video for us. Let's do a video. And a lot of people want to be seen on social media in what they wear. So when you wear your clothes, do a video and send to me so that we can, post it and stuff like that, right? And you use
Yes,
it for
sir.
content. You see, fashion industry is one of the places you can get content free of charge. All right.
Yes, sir.
And then your social media is not just about having social media, it's about your posting strategy, both the type of content and the volume of content. I was listening to Additional. I don't even know Additional, and he's into real estate consulting and all that. I was listening to him talk, and he was talking about how he was reviewing this guy, trying to remember his name. I think Alex Moses page, and he saw that Alex Moses posts sometimes 10 times a day. And he had to go and tell his social media guys, how many times do we post? Sometimes they post once or twice a day, sometimes 3 times a week. And he said he understood why he is not growing. He understood why. Just that, because the
Yes,
volume.
sir.
So sometimes in a business that is saturated, like now in your fashion industry, volume is key. Do you understand? I'm not saying you should be
Yes,
posting
sir.
10 times a day, but I'm saying that how many times are you posting? It should be consistent. Like, okay, every week we must bring out at least 10 video content. For someone that is just starting, that's not a big stretch. Do you understand? And video contents that are relevant, we must also bring out 10 visual content. You get? You can create,
Yes, sir.
ensure that every day you are posting a carousel, sharing knowledge. You can also do videos of styling. Just do something to ensure you get that
Yes.
what you are doing is visible. See, visibility is currency in business. Visibility is currency in business. All right.
Yes,
Um.
sir.
So yeah, I think that. So also you share your social media handle with me. All right.
Yes. All right,
Yes.
sir.
Okay. So you have three things: bank accounts, financial structure, and your social media status, your social media handles, right? And also
Yes,
your
sir.
SOP. You create an SOP. So that's 4 things.
Yes,
Okay.
sir. Yes, sir.
Um, Omolara,
Thank you so much, sir.
you're
Sir.
welcome. Omolara,
Sir.
have you been with us?
Yes, I'm with you, sir.
Hope you got 1 or 2 things from what I shared with Temitope.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so share with me. Talk to me about your business.
Thank you so much, sir. Even though I joined late, but at least I've been able to get 1 or 2 things. And I don't mind if you can share me your slides so I can steer it further.
Okay.
Uh,
We'll share the slide after because I don't think we did like 10% of what we're supposed to do. So I'll share it. But this video, I will upload it in a new channel. So I'll probably share the link with you guys also.
all right. Thank you so much, sir.
All right.
Presently, I'm a one-man business. I'm working all by myself. I'm trying to
Okay.
scale, but tailors presently are so expensive. And for the fact that I don't get consistent clients, so sometimes when I make outfit, it takes almost months for me to get another one.
Okay.
So that's my issue. Then consistency with uploading videos on Instagram, TikTok is also a challenge for me because so most times when I don't have work to do, so I decide to channel my energy into learning other things.
Okay.
I think that's where I have. I have a business page. I have accounts. I register as a limited liability, but I don't have a regular customer to work in. So that's why I was thinking maybe I should go into ready to wear.
Ready to wear.
Yes,
Okay.
sir. So I think those are my challenge for now.
You say you have a bank account in your business name, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. So can I, can, can I ask you questions?
Yeah, I'm with you, sir.
All right. Is this what you do full time?
Yes, sir.
This is what you do full time. You're not working somewhere else. You don't have any other business.
No, sir.
Okay. And you are comfortable with having one client in few months?
And that's why I said, so when I don't have clients, I just decide to learn something else. So
Okay.
I went into
Ready to
uh,
wear?
videography and video editing and
Okay.
photography.
Videography, video editing, and photography.
Yes, and I also teach on YouTube as well. I have a YouTube channel where I teach.
Okay. So how is that going?
It's going fine, but I still have the consistency. I have like 2,000 subscribers, but I'm not consistent in post.
What do you teach on YouTube? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
I said, what do you teach on YouTube?
Because what I didn't get that.
I said, what do you teach on YouTube?
Okay, fashion, how to cut style, how to cut fashion, how
Okay.
to sew, how to cut.
Can I be honest with you?
Yes,
Let me share this with you. You have a lot of potential, right? I can see your brand, the logo on your this thing. You have a lot of potential, right? But you need two things. One, you need to pick. You need to pick, and two, you need to go all in. You need to pick and you need to go all in, right? One of the issues entrepreneurs face is that entrepreneurship is not being a boss. Are you aware? So I was doing consulting for one of my friends. He does photography, and I was telling him, I said, right now, the biggest enemy of your business is you. And he asked me how. I said, because you are basically hustling it. Before you came, I talked about being an hustler, being an entrepreneur, and being a CEO. Right. You wake up anytime. I was telling him, you wake up anytime you want. You only go out when you only go out when you have a client. You don't have a client outreach strategy of, okay, this is how I'm actively calling people, getting clients every day, right? You are waiting for work to come for you. I say you don't have a business yet, right? And I think I'll share this video with you because I've covered that from the beginning of this video. So for you, Omola, I think you need to pick that this is what I want to do. You get, and I'm going to go all in on this, right? I know you're learning all that thing on this side, right? But if you want to go into photography, if you believe that that's what you're good at, what you can go into it and go into it with all your power, so that I know when I'm advising you, I'll tell you, okay, structure this way, okay, this is how you reach out to clients on a daily basis, have a target of the number of people you're going to reach out to, make sure you are working like this. Do you understand what I'm telling you? All
yes, sir.
right, this is how you convert clients and all that. But if I'm advising you on fashion design, I say, okay, put this structure in place, right? Because guess what? When you are spread, you become spread. I've experienced it. There was a time I was doing like 10 things at the same time. But at the point, I had to move all my energy and focus on one thing. And that one thing I focused on See, because I have so much energy. If you see me talk, I have so much energy. So I'm always trying to do a lot of things. But what that does, that it dissipates your effort, right? It dissipates your effort. Now, there's a problem. I get why a lot of people get in it. Is that when they start in business, there are 5 or 6 stages. The first stage is what we call the uninformed enthusiasm. So that's when you just started, you're all excited, you're all excited, you're doing a lot of things, you're making videos. That time you'll be making 10 videos a day and you won't feel it. But there is now the second stage, which is the informed pessimism, which is where reality will dawn on you. You understand? You get to realize that nobody sends you, there's nobody that really cares, right? A lot of people are seeing, nobody is saying anything. You are sending message, nobody is responding for the first few weeks or first few months. That is where a lot of businesses now die in the third stage called the valley of despair. And they go into and jump into something else and start again with uninformed enthusiasm. But if you are able to weather the valley of despair, because a lot of people are in this circle: uninformed enthusiasm, informed pessimism, valley of despair, uninformed enthusiasm, informed pessimism, valley of despair. So they are doing that thing round and round. But when you break out of that valley of despair, you go into the next stage, which is called informed enthusiasm. So now, when you are coming back into this thing or fashion design or whatever, you have knowledge. You are not excited the first time, but this time you are not coming with just excitement. You are coming with systems that you are putting in place, right?
Yes, sir.
Systems. That is when you enter this time, you're coming with knowledge, you're coming with systems. People will not respond to you immediately. You're coming with consistency and persistence. You're coming with grit, right? Then that is where people now get the final result, which is victory, which is congratulations. So your ability to break through that, I kept going around that cycle until I decided that this thing, I'm going to be doing it on a daily basis. If nobody answers me, I'm still going to be talking about it. I'm going to be sharing it. I'm going to be calling people. I'm going to be calling at least 20 people every day. I'm going to be getting contacts online. I'm going to be doing cold calls, doing cold DMs, messaging people, running ads on this thing, on this one thing. That is what will make the difference, right? So so for you, right, you have bank account, okay,
Yes,
and all that. The first thing I need you to do by our next meeting is to choose, right? I'm writing down so I don't forget, is to choose. So next meeting, when you're coming to me, you're telling me that this is what I am working on. In fact, beyond that, right? So this is what I'm working on. Once you select that this is what I'm working on, the second thing is that I want you to send me a business plan. I'm going to send you a template. Are you hearing me?
yes, sir.
I'm going to send you a template, a 1-page business plan. It doesn't have to talk a lot of things. That is true to yourself, true to your heart. You understand? A business plan that, okay, this is what I want to do. This is where I want to do it, right? And then, I think those two, right? And then next week, we will now discuss again and say, okay, this is how you're going to start. This is how you're going to. Are you committing to sending me those 2 things?
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you very much, Omola.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for your time.
I think we've overshot the time allocated to us, right? It's just 1 hour. Thank you so much for joining. Please, I want to plead with you guys. Jess is going to be communicating with you guys on the WhatsApp group. Sometimes I might not be very reachable, right, because of my time, but you can always drop message. Jesse will respond. Secondly, please, let's try to keep to time so that we don't miss out on some of the teachings. I'm going to do my best to share this with you, but just try to keep time because it's better that you are here live. So our 9 o'clock on Saturday should be 9 o'clock on Saturdays, right? So thank you very much for your time. Thank you for listening, and see you next week.
Please, sir.
Thank you,
I
sir.
have a question. The take home commitment, are we sending it to your WhatsApp or next class? What's it?
Anything you do, I think we're together in this, right?
Yes, sir.
Right. So anything you do, you can just drop it on the group.
On the group, all right, sir.
Yeah, just drop it on the group.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir.
All right. Many cheers. See you
Yes, sir.
on. All right. You're welcome. Bye.
Bye, sir. Sir.